Hello everyone, and welcome to the Regal Mystery Movie review. I am out here on a very hot and humid island looking at all the dinosaurs. Why? Because this Regal Mystery Movie that played on June 23rd, 2025 was indeed Jurassic World Rebirth. 5 years post-Jurassic World Dominion, an expedition braves isolated equatorial regions to extract DNA from 3 massive prehistoric creatures for a groundbreaking medical breakthrough.
Rated PG-13.
So having this movie as a Regal Mystery Movie is a pretty big deal, and it was pretty much known to be the mystery movie as well. And my theater was jam-packed. It's a summer blockbuster of a beloved franchise. But it also shows us some of the fears of the studio. Much like a previous Regal Mystery Movie, Gladiator 2, this is a soft reboot of a franchise with all new characters. That can be a hard pill to swallow for some of those purists out there. So making it the Regal Mystery Movie can help build some hype for it. Well, hopefully. I will say that my audience was really enthralled. Scarlett Johansson plays Zora Bennett, our mercenary and asset retriever for hire. Scarlett really looked like she was having a blast playing this character. I think she gave a balanced performance, plenty of action and heart. Jonathan Bailey plays Dr. Henry Loomis, a dinosaur expert who joins the expedition to finally see a dinosaur out in the wild. I enjoyed Jonathan's performance. Loomis seemed pretty stuffy in the beginning, but he ended up really entrenched in all the action. I will say that it seems Jonathan Bailey had a hard time maintaining his American accent throughout the film. You could hear his native British tongue come out during scientific conversations and action sequences. And since that's literally what this movie is about, his accent slips a lot. I honestly don't know why he just couldn't have been a British expert. Being an American wasn't really part of his role, and it would have saved him some trouble from messing up the words. Mahershala Ali plays Duncan Kincaid, ship captain and a smuggler with a heart of gold. He tries his best to protect everyone who steps foot onto his ship. Ali gives the movie another likable performance. The rest of the cast was...
Whoa!
Wait, what was that?
Whoa!
Oh no.
I can't believe what I just heard. A woman, a gay man, and a black man are the stars of this movie? Woke! Hashtag not my Jurassic Park. God forbid a corporation makes a few bucks helping people. What's next? Creating trans-special dinosaurs? Oh man, no! Our pure dinosaur bloodlines! Whoa!
Sorry about that. As I was saying, the rest of the cast was also fine. Some were more one-dimensional and obvious dinosaur bait, which is annoying. The audience shouldn't be able to pick out who's going to perish just because we didn't get an introduction to their characters. It also makes their deaths more meaningless to me. Giving these characters just a few lines about themselves could have endeared them to the audience just a little bit. Maybe have them talk about what they're going to do with their portion of the money. That way, when they die, we can feel just a little bit of pity for them. There was also some backstory dumping too. What I mean by that is that there were a few moments where characters would just sit down and just start talking about their past. Now, I appreciate learning more about the characters that I'm watching. It just needs to be more organic. Not just sitting down, sharing one's trauma, and then getting back up and continuing on with the mission. This happened with Zora and Duncan. I think it would have been more effective if Loomis was also present for this conversation. Because Loomis is like us. He doesn't know these people. He could have acted as some type of liaison for the audience, asking probing questions that we probably have ourselves. This would have also reinforced the themes of personal growth and responsibility that we see later on in the movie. My biggest issue with Jurassic World Rebirth is that it felt like 2 different movies just smashed together in hopes that it works. And honestly, I didn't think it did sometimes. First, we have the story that's shown in the trailers. An expedition team travels to an off-limits island to collect DNA from 3 of the biggest dinosaurs still alive. There's boating, rock climbing, and a lot of running. A very typical Jurassic Park type of film. And then there was a completely different story of a family on vacation who's boating across the ocean. It's a father, a college-age daughter and her boyfriend, and then the younger daughter as well. And this was really strange. At first I thought we were being introduced to these characters because they were going to be mosasaur food, and that the expedition team was going to find either their remains or survivors. You know, something that happens in most Jurassic Park films. But we were with them for over 10 minutes before we moved back to the expedition team. Their stories intertwined for just a bit, but once we reached the island, they separated again. And that's how it remained until the ending. To me, this was just such a strange thing to do, because it's not even a primary story and a secondary story. They are both primary stories, and they both get the same amount of screen time. Both sets of characters are explored and set up. Every time the film switched between them, it felt like we were coming back from a commercial break. The cutoffs were abrupt. The pacing was very unbalanced between them. We would go from a frantic dinosaur chase to a leisurely walk in the jungle. There wasn't any cohesive flow aside from the beginning and the end when all the characters were together. And I liked both stories. The expedition crew felt like a more traditional Jurassic Park film. There was the wonder of Loomis seeing dinosaurs in the wild for the first time. The excitement of tracking dinosaurs for their samples. It was a really fun ride until we switched over to the family story. And I did enjoy this family story. We saw the changing relationship dynamics between the father and his daughter and the father and his daughter's boyfriend. The curiosity of the younger child. They travel through the jungle helping each other. They also encounter a variety of dinosaurs. There was still some pulse-raising action, but also some added family drama. While it didn't feel like a traditional Jurassic Park film, it still resonated with the audience in a different way. And that's the crux of my issue here. We were given two solid stories that didn't quite meld with each other. Neither story got 100% of the attention that they needed. Instead, we are left with two incomplete tales that unbalance the pacing of the film. And the worst part is how the audience is blindsided by this. None of the trailers that I saw mentioned this entire family dynamic at all. I think you may see some of the children on the boat at some point, but otherwise it's a large departure from what you would expect just from watching the trailer. As with most movies, there is a use of movie magic to move the plot along. The mishap that dooms the research facility from the trailer is so far-fetched. I literally rolled my eyes and I heard groans from other people in the theater. It's a highly secure, pristinely kept facility. There's no way that this mishap would have occurred. There's another magical moment where a group of characters walk past this huge vehicle but don't notice it. Only one person actually sees it. And it's crazy because when the camera panned out to show you the vehicle, it's so blatantly obvious that it's right there. The only way that somebody could have not seen that vehicle while walking past it is if they had their eyes closed the entire time. All of that aside, this is a really good looking movie. The dinosaurs and their mutated brethren look great. The islands are beautiful, the lab looked well thought out. There was maybe one moment where the CGI background looked a little off to me, but that's it. It's a great looking movie. I bet it looks even better in IMAX. With a rumored budget of $180 million, it better look good. Plus you have the original John Williams Jurassic score to give you all those tingly feelings. Overall, Jurassic World has all the makings of a good movie, or two good movies. There's good action and visuals. Some fun jump scares that made the woman sitting next to me jump out of her seat multiple times, which I absolutely love. I definitely enjoyed this one a bit more than some of the other recent Jurassic World installments. But with the two plot lines that don't complement each other, it ends up feeling like a disjointed adventure that just doesn't quite hit the mark. And for these reasons, I am giving the Regal Mystery Movie Jurassic World Rebirth the prehistoric score of 7 out of 10. While I'm not sure this franchise has anywhere to go after this, Rebirth is a refreshing entry. Two strong storylines are better than none, I guess? So did you catch Jurassic World Rebirth as the mystery movie? Or are you planning to see it soon? Tell me all about it in the high grass of the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Dynamite content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. He's right behind me, isn't he? Ah!